I continue to go through old stuff on these rainy, snowy, icy days, whatever it is that we have. But the reality is I'm going through old closets and finding really cool stuff. And I find this card just this past weekend that was so timely and so interesting to me. I was probably about 13 years old, and as a young child, at 13, I was going through some major changes, and not the normal changes that we all know about, but I mean changes like I was in Catholic school and I was starting to go to ninth grade in public school. I was moving from a different city, from a different neighborhood where we grew up. All new friends. I can just imagine myself being ornery and frustrated. And I read this note, and the note says, Scott, it goes on to from my mother. It's from my mother, and she says, "Hey, I know it's a challenging time. You have a lot of fun and exciting things ahead of you, but you also have some challenges, and how you handle those challenges is going to be key. A couple of things I need you to remember. Number one, your words matter." Number one, how you say things is what she was saying. How I say things really matters. And being a direct, sometimes dominant personality, I say things to the point. And sometimes to the point is very, very direct and can be hurtful. And she was reminding me of that in a very nice way. She was also telling me that if I went through my life blaming others for anything and everything, I'd be a very unhappy human. And what she's saying there is quite simple. Blaming others doesn't get you anywhere. Figure out what you can control and get control of it. Work through it. Let's work it out together. The end of the message went on to say, your dad and I couldn't be more proud of you, but we want you to know that we are here for you as you go through this challenging time. Now, as a 13-year-old, I probably literally just tucked it under a pillow or threw it in the front drawer. I knew that it mattered, but I didn't really listen as much. I didn't really think it through. Looking back, these are things that I have definitely grown on. These are things that in my 40s, I can honestly look back and say, wow, these were life-changing words. These were things that I did receive and did execute upon, because your words do matter. And I often say at work, sometimes you don't even know your words matter until you matter. But when you are standing in front of a room leading people, whether you're a teacher, a coach, a financial advisor, whatever it is that you're doing, when you say things, they matter. When you say them in your family, they matter. And I know we all find ourselves saying things we probably wish we hadn't said around the people we love the most, and we have to backtrack a little bit because words do matter. Now, we also teach our kids sticks and stones. I think you guys are still teaching your kids that. I hope you are. I'm still teaching my kids that. So if you're not teaching your kids that, get on it, because words can be hurtful, but we can also choose how we receive those words. And the reality is this: blaming others, saying words that we don't mean just because we're trying to prove a point are not effective strategies. In business, it's even more important, because when you matter, your words matter so much more. So when we're dealing with service-related things in our company, or we're talking to other staff members, how we say things can be just as important as what we're saying. And understanding personalities, understanding how we receive information, all makes us better teammates. And in our company, we do this all the time. We spend a lot of time trying to understand each other as humans so we can better communicate with each other at work. And part of that is just getting to know each other. We've talked about this before. Part of it is getting to know everybody's strengths and everybody's blind spots. And I guess as a 13-year-old boy, one of my blind spots is probably still a blind spot for me today. It's why I'm so good with words in my own world, is because I've spent a lot of time failing at them. I've spent a lot of time saying the wrong thing at the wrong time in the wrong moment, and understanding and learning how to build out of that, how to get better, how to deliver a message cleaner, how to say something that's direct but not hurtful or too strong. Not everybody has my type of personality. Lots of people have a personality that can be more of a servant leader. And that person will often hold things in and not say what's on their mind, which can be just as tough and just as hard in a communication breakdown in a job or at home or anywhere. So not saying something can be powerful as well. But finding what we do well, finding how we do it and growing from it, building on it, developing that strength is something that I can tell you again, through failure, I continue to learn from and grow. And so, do our words matter? They absolutely matter. How you say things. We see this on social media all the time. People say things on social media they never say to someone's face. I find this shocking. I would never say something on social media that I wouldn't say out in public or to you or as an individual. And I think if we took that mindset and remembered that our words matter everywhere, even when we're typing them out, even when we're texting them, you know, boy, these are lessons that our kids have to realize real quick, right? A quick argument with a girlfriend or boyfriend or a friend that they're mad at, and their words are engraved forever. They're there forever. Words may matter more now than they ever have because they're saved. So just something to think about, you know, as we think about how we treat other people, as we communicate with other people, as we go through business and life, thinking about things that can make us more effective and efficient, words are something that make a big difference. Words matter. Your words matter. And, you know, the other lesson of the card that I don't want to gloss over, but it could be a video in itself, is the blame game. You know, right now we're going through all these things in the world where it's one more thing. Oh, can you believe this happened? Can you believe that happened? Can you see what's going on here? All these things that build and blame, and none of it gets anything accomplished. You don't become better at your job by blaming someone for not helping you get there or giving you a better opportunity. You don't get better at being a husband or a wife or a better father or mother by not learning from your own mistakes and building off of you, not anybody else. We get better when we work on perfecting the words that come out of our mouth, when we stop self-talking and blaming others, and we develop strategies that I needed to learn as a 13-year-old boy, and hopefully I continue to learn as a 42-year-old man. So I thank my mom for taking the time to send me a card or to hand me a card or leave it behind, whatever she did. And I really should probably apologize because whatever I did probably warranted a card. And what a great lesson I learned that I can now go back, read through, and redistribute to so many other people out there in the world that we're all learning every day. Words matter. Blaming others doesn't help us get anywhere. And moms know a lot of really important things to help us develop as good humans, not just good at work. So thanks, Mom. I'm Scott Danner, and I'm here from Freedom Street Partners, just giving you a little bit of information from what I've found to be successful. Thank you.